Perseverance. It is made of our drive. It is our hope, our focus. It is our chance to get somewhere, to do something, and to be somebody. Perseverance is evidence in the menial tasks of our everyday lives and in the greatest achievements of mankind. In the face of uncertainty and challenge, fear and exhaustion, we committed humans will always find a way to keep going to the finish line. The strongest form of perseverance comes from the desire to rise above an ugly condition now or in the past to a perceptibly achievable hope in the future. We find ourselves when we pursue. We discover our own bravery and endurance. We achieve our greatest potential as human creations. Perseverance leads us to do extreme things in the pursuit of a dream, a lot of times things that we normally would not do. Then, the out-of-this-world things that we do change us. They make us a new person. Putting in the effort takes us to a new stage of possibilities. Our experiences shape us into new people. Whether the hope is actually achieved or not, these changes and discoveries from making the journey are an amazing prize.
My son died on September 11th, 2001. I never knew him. I abandoned his mother after I got her pregnant decades ago. I feel like I hurt her heart. There is a void in me knowing that I have a son out there who never met me, and now he is gone forever. I have been writing letters to him his entire life, hoping someday to deliver them. But my son will never read them, and I just wanted to know him and for him to know me. I traveled to the United States to mourn, to somehow find closure. I didn't know what I wanted, but I just went for it. Then it hit me. I dug up the empty grave of my son and filled it with all my letters to him. I finally felt liberated.
Who said you can't pursue a dream when you're 65 years old? My Social Security income was so small, but my chicken recipe was oh so good. But I had to close down my service station and restaurant in Kentucky, and I was left with little money to live on and a future without much hope. That wouldn't stop me, though. I decided to take my chicken recipe on the road. I drove to more than 1,000 restaurants all over the country and taught them how to cook my delicious chicken. The deal was that they would give me a nickel for every chicken of my recipe that they sold. Soon I was up to making $1,000 a day. People loved my chicken. Next thing I know, I opened a restaurant chain of my own called Kentucky Fried Chicken. Then when I was 90 years old, I sold the restaurant chain for $2 million.
A harami is what they call me. They give me a mud hut to grow up in. They sell me off to a husband who hates me. He treats me like an item to use and to beat whenever he feels like it. The one person who has ever really loved me killed herself when I was just a girl. No one respects me. I'm nothing but something to be dealt with. All I want is freedom. I want to get away from those that hold me down and hurt me. I want to have a fulfilling life of my own and make my own decisions about myself. Layla and I decided to escape Rashid, to go at making a free life of our own, to escape the Taliban and cross the border to Pakistan, where we could make a go at life on our own. We defied the law, flat out lied to the authorities. Our bravery and audacity reached a maximum. But it all fell apart for me. We were caught. Then I later had to kill Rashid. Next thing I know, a Taliban bullet showed me to my grave.
To give anything less than the best is to sacrifice the gift. That's what I say. They told me a little kid with toothpick arms from a poor family in Coos Bay, Oregon couldn't be good at sports. I'll prove them wrong. I'll win Olympic gold, I said. I'll wake up and run 6 miles before school every day in high school, then put in 100-mile weeks running for the University of Oregon. I'll even live in a trailer for years and battle the AAU for the rights of amateur athletes. I'll become the fastest runner in America. I'll even survive a 4th place finish in the 5K at the 1972 Olympics. But then, when I'm training for the Montreal 76 games, it all ended. There's a memorial next to the rock that flipped my car that you can go see today.
Everyone goes far when they take a big step, no matter where their foot lands. Perseverance brings a host of great prizes, whether the goal is achieved or not.
I realized I can get past my depression. I reconnected with my family, and I saw part of my son through my grandson. I got up off my sorry butt and got busy moving on.
I made it possible for an old man to succeed. I proved that tasty chicken and sure hard work can really pay off. You don't really need to be a young guy with a college degree to be successful in this country.
I found the worth in my life. I died so that Layla and the kids could survive and go live a free life of their own. I became a martyr for the cause of 3 precious souls.
I became the best runner in the country, holding every American record between the 2,000 and 10,000 meters. And I built a legacy from my toughness that almost every runner nowadays is still inspired by.